So after you've done the trigger point therapy under both legs, you would need to turn off the towel warmer first. Grab the iPad, put it on your shoulder. So actually it's falling, so I'm gonna put it like that. Remove the towel smooth, put it somewhere on the shelf. Towel from the head, right? And then with one hip, you would press on one side of the blanket and then another side of the blanket, you would grab like this without lifting it up like that, so they don't feel exposed. And then only then you would ask to turn for the client to turn over. So you would say, okay, can you please, for example, Mike, can you please turn over for me and slide down so your head is going to be on the table. And when they turn over, if their head is still sticking out a little bit, not completely on the table, you would ask them to slide a little bit more down. Okay, мам, перевернись, пожалуйста, вниз на спину, и чтобы голова была твоя на столе. Okay. So that way, so by your hip supporting the other side of the blanket, that way when she turns over, на спину. Okay, so right away, the first thing you do, you would cover the eyes. Okay, so you see that their head maybe a little bit more down, немножечко вниз поверни. Okay, so right away you would remove, you would remove the face cradle, right? And right away fix the bolster and moving it right under their knees and fix the blanket. So you do all that and make sure the client is comfortable, and you ask, are you comfortable? Okay, mom, тебе удобно? Okay, so you would ask that before you actually start massaging them, the front of their legs, the front of their body. So then you would start doing compression on their legs. So same idea, right? Compressing, squeezing their quads, their shins, like I did right now, and their feet. So pretty firm, pretty sturdy compression. You can do it 1 or 2 times, not more than that. So again, compressions should not take more than 30 seconds to 1 minute. Okay, usually it's just like 30 seconds. All right, so now I'm draping. Same idea, like the front of the, like the back of the legs. So you would do it like this, do it like, same, creating shorts. So moving away this blanket and grabbing the edge of this sheet, put it under, and then same idea, put it under here, shorts already, and make sure that the other foot is covered, and same idea, applying oil really quick. So it needs a little bit more oil here. So you do it like that. And then, so the deep effleurage, it's a little bit different than the back of their legs, because there's a bone, so it would be hard to do with your forearm or with your knuckles. So what you would do, this part of the palm and this thumb, working together on the side, like I'm working along these muscles. That's the line that I'm right outside of the shin bone, right, the tibia. So I would go like this, press with this part and my thumb, and I would go, and again my body weight, my body mechanic. As you can see, both of my legs are spread a little bit away from each other. Go like this. Go with my both palms, and then once I'm here, I go with my knuckles. 1, Actually, I will start from the side of client's quads. One, the position, as you can see my position, I go like this. So one, and then I go a little bit on my tiptoes to work on the mid quads, and then more on tiptoes on in the quads. And as you can see, my elbows are locked a little bit, right? So then you can do the same movement a couple times again. And then work on a couple of trigger points. So typical trigger points are right outside of the knee, right here. Then there's a other typical trigger point is right here. And so you could go, depending on client, if they can take deeper pressure, you could go with your forearm, so work on their quads like this, but otherwise you could just do it a couple times with the circle, with the deep effleurage. And then you do a couple more times, deep effleurage, squeeze the foot, and then cover, wipe off all the excess oil, squeeze the foot, and cover with the blanket. All right, and this is how you do trigger point therapy on the front of their legs.